Hello everybody, I'm Michael Dana.
And I'm Paula McAllister Plaisance. Thanks for joining us as we look back at the Baker High School graduating class of 1978. We're here on the campus of Baker High School 30 years after that day in May 25th to be exact. 30 years. Mike, there are times when I can't believe that it's been that long.
I understand exactly what you mean, Paula. For me, this is my first time back here on campus since 1978. It's changed a lot, but for the most part, the spirit of this old school is still the same. Check out old Buffy here. The old gal looks pretty good for someone who's nearly 50 years old.
Yes, she hasn't changed a bit. Plastic has a way of doing that. By the way, is Buffy a she or a he?
I don't know, but I would not ask Bambi Wells that question.
Well, over the next few minutes, we're going to bring you back to the 1970s for a look at the years we walked the halls here at Baker High.
That's right, Paula. We're going to look back at what was happening in the world during our high school years, the music, the people, and the events that shaped our fashion, our attitudes, and ultimately our lives.
And we'll hear some familiar songs along the way. Music we hope will bring back some fond memories. We're going to talk to some of your former classmates and some of your former teachers to find out what they've been up to over the last 30 years.
And we're going to look around campus. We're going to go to the football stadium, the band room, the library, and we're even going to try to get into the principal's office.
That should be familiar to you.
No, it will not be familiar to me, but I'll tell you what, I never set foot in the place. Darren Funderburk, however, anyway. We're also going to break out the old yearbooks, albeit we're going to do them electronically. After all, this is 2008, the age of the internet, MySpace, YouTube, cell phones, HDTV.
And don't forget $4 a gallon gas.
And in case you've forgotten, the average price of a gallon of gas in 1978 was 52 cents a gallon.
Stop, you're making me feel old. So, are you ready?
Let's go.
It was late summer 1974. Gerald Ford had been president for less than 2 weeks after Richard Nixon resigned over the Watergate scandal. The Soviets launched 2 cosmonauts aboard Soyuz 15, headed for the Soyuz 3 space station. Famed aviator Charles Lindbergh died at 72. Blazing Saddles was #1 at the movie box office. And on August 26, 1974, more than 300 students from Baker Junior High became freshmen at Baker High School.
Hi, I'm Lynette McKitchen.
I'm Mark Sturgis.
I'm Jerome Smith.
I'm Mark Stafford.
I'm Rhonda Haug Langlois. I'm Wanda Haug Harding.
Hi, I'm Tammy Scarborough Smith.
I'm Debbie Bird Millette.
I'm Bambi Wells McMillan, and I'm a 1978 graduate of Baker High.
My senior year was a good year.
Just seems like yesterday we got out of school.
It just seems some things are just a blur and some things you can distinctly remember.
The summer before our senior year, I received the Lord as my Savior.
Because some of the memories and stories that we've told, it just makes it so alive.
I went straight into LSU and became a registered nurse.
I love doing what I do.
My husband and I own a real estate company.
A few years into it, I became a minister.
I don't like change a whole lot, so I've been at the lake for the past 26 years.
Friday night football games.
My freshman year band camp.
The games and pep rallies.
Pep rallies and football games.
Go Buffaloes.
First couple of years was the band.
All the art classes that I took, I got to do what I like to do, what I love to do.
I got lost, couldn't find my way, and I guess there's nothing more to say. Love can make you blind, make you act so strange, but I'm here, and here I will stay.
Chuck Jenkins.
Scotty Southall.
dating Melanie Stewart?
I didn't date a lot in high school. I was kind of like the guy friend, the guy girlfriend.
I didn't date.
In my senior year, a 77 Maverick.
It was a 1974 Mustang with no air conditioning.
Le Mans.
We shared a Volkswagen.
Miss Sanders, not only did she teach English, but she also taught life.
I really liked Miss Prine.
Miss Embry. I like Miss Embry a whole lot.
I had two, actually.
I would say Rusty Weaver, a shop teacher.
Joe Bizette, the chemistry teacher.
One was Miss Higgins, of course, who taught art.
Interesting, fun.
Mine was Coach Ori.
And the other was Coach Hart.
Stuff that'll stick to your brain.
So every day goes by, every day, and every day I fall, every day, it makes me wonder why, every day, my life's worth nothing without you.
They came back a few days later, stomping into
We're
the
back.
kitchen. Well, hang on, I had to read this book in Miss Rando's class. I never got this
Give me
far.
that. You never spent any time in the library when we were here. There's no need to start now.
Well, thanks a lot. You know, Paul, I was looking back at some of the old yearbooks, and I see some of the teachers, and you know, those teachers must have been a lot younger than we thought they were back then.
When you're 14, everybody's old. You know that.
So you're saying that...
That's exactly what I'm saying. Anyway, you know, music has always been an integral part of the high school experience. The music of the 70s defined who we were, what we wore. In a lot of cases, it even shaped our political views.
I doubt that KC and the Sunshine Band ever shaped anybody's political views.
Like I was saying, with satellite and web-based radio, iTunes and the like, you can still hear your favorite songs from the 70s.
And you know, in case you've forgotten, here are the top 5 songs of 1974. Now, give me that.
Number 5, Lady Marmalade by LaBelle. Number 4, Rock Your Baby, George McCrae. Number 3, You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet, Bachman Turner Overdrive. Number 2, Sweet Home Alabama by Leonard Skinner. And number 1, No Woman, No Cry by Bob Marley and the Wailers.
Well, of course, Paula, we are back here on the high school campus, and I know you remember this place.
Of course, it's the band room. For all of us band geeks out there, and you know who you are, do you remember walking down the breezeway in a starched band uniform with the drums echoing along the way with that anticipation of being on that football field at halftime?
Man, I remember that like it was yesterday. And you know why? Look what I found. Right here, folks, this is the two-tone brass official Baker High School marching band trumpet. Mine, it's a Con. It's been in my attic for more than 30 years. You haven't had your clarinet with you?
No, I retired old Betsy years ago.
It's too bad. Maybe we could have done a duet like variations on a Korean folk song. Let's see. God, that's horrible.
Yeah, well, as I recall, you were much better 30 years ago.
Well, that's not saying much, but we're going to do some music now, aren't we?
Exactly. What better place than the band room to look back from our sophomore year, and these are the top 5 songs from 1975.
Number 5, Tangled Up in Blue, Bob Dylan.
She was married when we first met, soon to be divorced. I helped her out of a jam, I guess, but I used a little too much force. We drove that car.
Number 4, Kashmir by Led Zeppelin. Number 3, Walk This Way by Aerosmith. Number 2, Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. And number 1, Born to Run by Bruce Springsteen.
Well, Paula, from the band room to the football field, folks, here we are in Wedge Keyes Stadium. And Paula, do you know who Wedge Keyes was?
Of course I do. He was the principal here from 1940 to 1949.
And I got to tell you, there was no better place to be than Wedge Keyes Stadium on a Friday night in the fall.
I'm telling you, Mike, with the band, the football team, the cheerleaders, the pepsters, the twirlers, and of course, Bambi Wells running around as Buffy.
I tell you, a lot of great memories made on this field. And you know, folks, a lot of great coaches stood along these sidelines each and every Friday night. Coach J.C. Stewart, Coach Milton Broussard. Unfortunately, folks, Coach Stewart and Coach Broussard are no longer with us. But here is a look at one coach who stood on these sidelines each and every Friday night.
It was terrific. You know, you had the comparison of that kind of feeling to the first year I came. The year before, in '65, they were 0-10. First year I was at Baker there, we were 1-9. Won the first game against Akron, we said, well, oh, we're getting off to a good start. Coach Stewart was the disciplinarian, but everybody liked him, and he was just a great guy to work with. He's a guy you go in and say, well, Coach, what do you think about this? Will this work? He said, no, we're not doing that, that won't work. Or, I like that, we'll do that. So you didn't have to wait around for an answer. Coach Broussard, a tremendous motivator. He's the one coach, if I were coaching, he'd be the one I want to have on my staff because he was just a guy that could get kids to play. Well, I miss it to a certain extent, but the coaches let me come out anytime I feel like it. I come out, and Jerry Epperson, former principal, a lot of guys like that. Wayne Messina, former principal. We all get together in the press box and are there. So ever since we've all gotten out of the school system there, we still go back and meet and have a good time watching Baker. I am Larry Thomas, and here are the top 5 songs from 1976. Number 5, Dancing Queen by ABBA. Number 4, Anarchy in the UK by the Sex Pistols. Number 3, More Than a Feeling by Boston. Number 2, Go Your Own Way by Fleetwood Mac.
You can call it another lonely day.
And number 1, Hotel California by the Eagles.
On a dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair, warm smell of colitas.
I'm Coach Larry Thomas, and that's the top 5 songs in 1976. Now drop and give me 20.
And you know, Paula, what a great teaching and coaching career Larry Thomas had. And you know, he told me after he retired that he and Coach Ori actually spent some time managing some of the Breck Parks here in town. So good to see he's still involved. You know, folks, Baker High School was known not only for its athletics, but also for its academics. In 1977, the school was...
Wait, do you hear that?
What?
That noise.
That sounds like someone writing on a chalkboard. Yes. Avery, let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Linda Gail Pratt, and here are the top 5 songs of 1977. Number 5, God Save the Queen by the Sex Pistols. Number 4, Best of My Love by the Emotions. Number 3, Heroes by David Bowie.
Nothing will keep us together. You can beat them.
Number 2, We Will Rock You. We Are the Champions by Queen.
We will rock you. Sing it now.
And number 1, Staying Alive by the Bee Gees.
Staying alive.
I'm Linda Gail Pratt, former Algebra 2 teacher at Baker High School, and those were the top 5 songs of 1977. You don't have your homework, do you, young lady? My fondest memories are probably most associated with sports, athletics, because I sponsored the cheerleaders for 32 of my 34 years here. In 1977, I was transporting cheerleaders to ball games in my blue Ford van that only had 4 bucket seats, but they sat all over the floor. They put on makeup. They laughed and giggled all the way to the ball games. I am an avid sports fanatic, so I was probably at every football game, basketball game, baseball, softball, volleyball, whatever they had, I followed. I remember the good old days when everybody loved Baker High School.
Well, you know, we're now here at the Teacher's Lounge, and this is the one place where students always wanted to get into but were never allowed, and we always wondered, man, what goes on in the Teacher's Lounge? Well, if you'll follow me here, this is the Teacher's Lounge, folks, so if you never saw it, here it is. And you know what? Today there are microwaves, there's a color television over there, here's the mail slots, but you know what? Probably back in 1974, 75, there might have been a toaster here, maybe a black and white television, and you know, Paul, looking around here, I don't think there's anything going on in the Teacher's Lounge that students would have cared about.
Absolutely. Well, Mike, we were going to try and get into the principal's office, yes. Place you probably know well.
Never set foot in it, but
unfortunately it was locked.
Right.
But we do know one person that spent an awful lot of time in there was Mr. Jerry Epperson, and Mike caught up with him recently to see what he's been up to since retiring from the school system.
At the time that, I don't say this because I was there, but during that era, public education was at its highest.
Jerry Epperson always spoke from 2 positions, that of experience and that of authority. As principal of Baker High School from 1969 to 1987, he oversaw one of the largest high schools in East Baton Rouge Parish. While the school had a student body population of more than 1,500, Baker High was a place where students and teachers worked together. Teachers like Joseph Green, Linda Gail Pratt, Sam Ellis, and Joseph Bizet.
They were concerned about the kids, and they had the respect of the kids too, because they knew what they were talking about in the first place. The teachers you named, those are first-class teachers.
You don't work 47 years in the public education system without forming some definite opinions about what went right and what went wrong with public education. To hear Jerry Epperson tell it, in the 1970s, public education was different, and he equates that to better.
Recalling his years at Baker High, particularly in the 1970s, Epperson said there were few discipline problems and plenty of parental involvement.
I remember a very active group, especially supporting our athletic program. Whatever we needed, it was there. If we needed an ice machine, it was there the next day. If we needed painting done in the stadium, repairs done, It was there. That's not there anymore.
Well, Jerry, thanks so much for taking time out to speak with us today. And why don't you give us the top 5 songs in 1978?
All right, I'm Jerry Epperson, former principal of Baker High School, and these are the top 5 songs from 1978. Number 5, Kiss You All Over, Exile. Number 4, Heart of Glass, Blondie. Number 3, Sultans of Swing, Dire Straits.
We are the Sultans. We are the Sultans of Swing.
Number 2, Roxanne, The Police. And number 1, Shadow Dancing, Andy Gibb.
And in a world of people, there's only you and I. There ain't nothing come between us in the end.
I'm Jerry Epperson, and those are the top 5 songs from 1978. And I'm going to be watching you, Curtis Cheney.
Well, Mike, we're back here where we started, back at Buffy, our dedicated mascot. I think this old buffalo might someday end up on the National Register of Historic Places. She's definitely timeless. And what a great time we've had taking you along with us on this little trip to the past, if only for a little while.
That's right, Paula, and you know, no matter where we all go from here, we'll always carry a little bit of that buffalo spirit with us no matter what. What a great group of friends and a lot of good times.
So, after all this reminiscing, do you still say it doesn't feel like 30 years?
Are you kidding? I know it's been 30 years. The problem is I have trouble believing it myself. You?
Would I still look this good after 30 years? Don't answer that.
Well, Paula, the thought never crossed my mind.
Well, are you ready to get out of here?
I think we need to wrap this thing up because we're just about to lose it, so I guess that's my cue. But before we go, we're going to leave you with one last song.
It's a song we think you'll agree seemed to typify much of the 1970s.
That's right, and despite the song's blatant disregard for the American work ethic, we've all seemed to succeeded quite nicely. For Paula McAllister Plaisance, I'm Michael Dana saying thanks for joining us, everybody. Have a great life. We'll see you again in 30 years. So this guy Wedge Kies, you sure he was principal? Yeah. Was he?
Was he really principal?
I guess.
Okay.
Oh, yeah!
Buffy's so big you could live in Buffy.
I have a hair that's hanging right here that's driving me crazy.
It's a song we think you'll agree seemed to typify much of the 1970s.
Or typify.
You never spent any time in here.
Okay.
We did a little rewrite here. All right, here we go. Folks, I would run through this thing, but that's why I was in the band. I forgot to get the frickin' yearbooks. Right?
I don't know. I was going to say my wrong name.
No, sorry.
40 to 49.
40 to 49, sorry. Okay.
It says Curtis Cheney loves... I don't want to hear it. Keep rolling up. On Wedge, we're in, Abe. We're in. My bad.
Hi, I'm Rhonda Hout Langlois. I'm Rhonda. Oh.
You never spent...
I'm nervous.
She was the bad twin.
Who wants to live in Buffy? Come on, nobody wants to live in Buffy.